queens and kings, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Shontia Love, and I have finally made my first makeup tutorial. So today I did this look. Get into it. I'm calling this look the peachy rose gold look. Okay, so today I'll be using the MakeupShalya palette from Colourpop. It is called Perception, and she really outdid herself with this palette. Like, I'm so proud of you, sis. Go ahead, queen, get your coins. Okay, keep on helping us slay, because I love this palette. I got it maybe 2 months ago and I've been using it ever since. It comes with a mirror and so many different golds and browns, like burgundy and peaches, even a little bit of purple, blue, green. Just so many fun colors in here to just have fun with. So I'll be doing lots of looks with this palette, and I also use other palettes, but I'll show you guys those when I make more makeup tutorials. So today, like I said, I'll be doing this look. So if you want to get the peachy rose gold look from the Perception palette, then stay tuned and let's get straight into it. First things first, I start with a fresh face. So I wash my face, and what I typically do is I grab a little bit of cocoa butter or shea butter and I put it all over my face. So if you see that, if you feel like my face is shiny, it is, sis. It's because I moisturize it first before I put makeup on it. You know, I don't want a super dry face before I apply makeup. I always start with my eyebrows. So what I do first is I take any old brown pencil, not black, because black is too dark for me personally. I don't like to use black. So I take like dark brown, not light brown because it looks weird. So dark brown from any drugstore, really. I'm using today Wet n Wild from my local drugstore here in Washington. You know, you guys can really use any dark brown. It works. So I take a pencil and I do very light strokes, okay? Not heavy, not hard. You're not trying to look like Nike signs, okay, ladies? We're not trying to look like that. So very light strokes. That's what I'm going to do. So I start at the beginning of my eyebrow, and you see where my hair is, where it begins. I just start a line right before that, and I just do really small light strokes, okay? And I just go literally how my eyebrow is shaped, that's how I make the line. Okay, nothing crazy. And then when I get to the end, I just do just a small little light stroke a little bit past where my hair, my real eyebrow hair ends. Okay, just so I can make it extra fleeky. Okay, sis? I don't know if you guys can see that, but I just did really light strokes. Okay? And then now what I'm going to do is, I don't really do a line above my eyebrow. I do really light strokes up above the eyebrow, because I don't want it to look like super fake, if that makes sense. Like, because I have real eyebrows, as you guys can see. I just fill them in. So this is a fill-in eyebrow method that I've been doing for quite some time now. So what I'm doing now is just I'm filling in the rest of the brow with really light strokes. Okay, so I'm just going to continue to do that with the really light strokes. And then I take my finger and clean the top. Anything that I just feel like is out of place, I just feel the top. I clean the top with my finger. And then what I do next is I take a brush, an eyebrow brush, okay, like this size, and I go through and I like lightly brush the brow in like a upward motion throughout the whole brow. And what this does is just blend in those lines that you just made from your eyebrow pencil. Okay, so now it doesn't look so like line, okay? It looks a little more natural. Brush that through. Okay, I'm digging it. So next, I take a flat angled brush. And I can't remember where this one's from, but I promise you, if I remember, I will put it in the description box below. But it's a flat angle brush that's been rocking with me for about, I don't know, 4 years maybe. I'm guessing, but maybe even more, y'all. but it's a flat angle brush. Take a little bit of concealer. This one's from MAC, and I've had it for so long that the name of it has faded away. But just get a color that you're comfortable with. I never choose too light because that just looks weird to me. So I take a little bit of the concealer, put it on the brush. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my angled brush and apply this under my eyebrow. Okay, under the line that I created. And again, I'm going to do small, light strokes. And this is like when you create that extra, well, this is how you make your eyebrow extra fleeky, you know? Like, it makes it look like you just got that fresh wax, or you just got your eyebrows threaded. And, you know, just making them look like perfection. So after I apply a little bit of this under my eyebrow, I kind of smear it out. Okay, and later on I'll take a brush and just smooth that all out, all the way down to my eyelid. So now I'm gonna take one of my wedges. You can get these from Walgreens, Walmart, Wally World, wherever, you know, you can get a lot of these. You can get like 40 in one pack for just a few bucks. So I take my wedge and I just apply it where I put the concealer to smear that on out, blend it all out to the eyebrow lid. It's okay to let it come all the way down. Okay. Oh, look at that. Look at that eyebrow. Yes, y'all. Eyebrows are major key. Like, if your eyebrows are fleeky, everything else will be okay. They looking like real hard Sharpie lines, honey. Then practice makes perfect. I'm gonna tell you to keep on practicing. Don't give up. But that's not the wave. We're not going for that. Okay. Ooh, do y'all see those? Yes, honey. People would now take the concealer and put it on top of their eyebrow, but I'm not a huge fan of that. I mean, if you do that, all power to you. I've just learned that I just don't care to do that on my personal face. If you do that, again, more power to you. I do recommend, if you do that, to take a color that is close to your skin tone and then apply that to the top of your eyebrow, because you don't want to have like the halo effect. Especially when you take pictures and you do the flash and you just can see the outline of, yeah. Yes, sis. So just pick a color that matches your skin tone, please. For under the brow, if it's lighter, it works out because you'll see later. But yeah. And it also makes your eyebrows look like it has that fresh eyebrow wax, eyebrow thread look. So yeah. Now, let's move on to our eyeshadow. So I have many different brushes that I rarely clean. I'm just being real with y'all, okay? We're pretty much family at this point, so we're just gonna be real honest with one another, okay? So we're gonna take like your fluffy brush, right? Brush that kind of looks like that, and then we're also gonna use a blending brush, okay? Blending brushes are major key. It's what separates the people who have like a hard line from their eyebrow shadow and people who it just all blends together. So you need a blending eyeshadow brush in your collection. It's a major key. So yeah, I love using both of these when I'm applying it all over the lid and when I'm also just blending out a color. So first things first. So today for my eyeshadow, I'm just going to be using MakeupShalya's color palette, Perception. She made one with Colourpop recently, and I was so excited when I got this in the mail. I was just so happy. It comes with the mirror, okay? It also comes with many different golds, which I love. I love golds, okay? Let me just let y'all see that. Get into it. So today I'm going to be using Culture, Revenge, probably a little bit of Thick, and Diva. Okay, so just stay with me, stay tuned. Let's see how this works out today. So first thing first, I'm going to take a little bit of Culture, and I'm just going to apply a lot of that on the brush. Okay, And then I'm literally going to put this all over my lid. Okay, it's a really light color, so it really doesn't matter that I'm applying it all over my lid. And I'm just going to blend that out. Okay. And the way I like to do eyeshadow is whatever I do to this side, I want to do to the other side before I move on. Because I honestly create looks as I go. And I don't want to like miss a step or miss a color if I do it all on one side and do it all on the other. So I blend that all the way out, all the way up until the concealer that I use for my eyebrows. So I blend that all the way out. Okay, like so. Okay, so now it's a really light, beautiful color too. Like you think it's gonna be brown, but it looks kind of peachy, you know, I love it. So I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side. Take that culture, okay, and apply it to the other side. Now I'm gonna move on to Revenge. Revenge is gonna be a major key color that I'm using today for the look. I love this color, it's everything. I'm now gonna take my bigger fluffy brush, okay, and I got all these brushes from Amazon. I'll leave a link of the item below. And I'm just gonna take a little Revenge, actually a lot of Revenge, okay, and put that on my eyelid. Like focus this all over the lid, okay, so the lower lid. Ooh, I love this color. It's like a burgundy pinkish and it's just so cute. Love it, I love it, love it. So I'm literally putting that all over the lower lid. And I'm just doing a like back and forth motion because I do not like harsh lines. When it comes to my eyeshadow, I'm not a fan of harsh lines. I don't think it's cute at all. So the goal is to not make it look like you just threw it on and said, all right, let's go. Take time with it, you know. Kind of, it's art, you guys. Take time with it like you're an artist, because you are. Okay, so you can see I put that all over the lower lid, and I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. So now I applied Revenge to both sides. I'm going to take my blending brush, okay, and I'm just going to, this blends so like well that I just need to do really light strokes at the top where I see Revenge ending, just so I don't have any kind of crazy harsh lines. So I'm going to take my flat eyeshadow brush. It's very good with any of my golds, any shimmery color. This brush is very, very good. I love this brush. This is also from the same family as my angled brush that I cannot remember the name of, but I will put that below. So I'm taking my flat brush and I'm gonna take a little bit of Diva. Okay, Diva is like a rose gold color and it's so cute. Like, Shayla, you really outdid yourself with this palette, sis. I love you for this, queen. Okay, so take a little bit of rose gold and I'm literally, okay, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna start in the middle and then I'm gonna work my way to the outside and the other side. I'm gonna cover my whole eyebrow lid with this Diva color. And it is so cute. I love it, love it, love it. Ooh. Okay, did really light strokes. Be careful for it to not go over your eyelid. Okay, so now that that is all applied and looking beautiful, this is cute. oh, this is cute. I'm already feeling it, y'all, and I'm not even done. Okay. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take that same brush that I used for Revenge, apply a little bit, put a little bit on my brush, and then take it and just apply that on the top of the eyelid. So once again, make sure we don't have any harsh lines left over from when I just applied, from me applying a Diva, the Diva color. It's major key, you guys. No harsh lines, all 2018. Okay. Ew, this is cute. Oh, okay. Wrong brush. So again, taking that blending brush and blending out just anything that looks like it needs to be blended, because we don't play them games. Ooh. I'm feeling it, y'all. Okay. So now what I'm gonna do next, my eyes are pretty much done. What I'm gonna do next is my eyelashes. So these eyelashes are from, you're not gonna even guess it, Amazon. I'm a big online shopper and I love Amazon. So these eyelashes are from Amazon. I'm gonna leave the link below. Love these lashes. They're so cute and flirty and long and just so extra, just like me. So it's perfect. All right. So now what I do is I take my eyelash glue, which is the Duo. It's white, and this is the best one I found so far. And today I'm just going to use the Maybelline Big Shot Waterproof Mascara. A little gold package that you can find at your local drugstore. And I'm just going to apply it to my eyelashes. Okay. Not like that. Now, I'll be the first to admit that applying eyelashes is my least favorite thing to do when it comes to makeup. But I'm going to attempt to do this on camera so you guys can see what I do. So, I close my eyes. Just apply that bad boy, and I'm using my fingers now. Typically when I do my makeup, I do my eyebrows, do my eyeshadow, and then I do my lashes, and then I do my foundation. So what I've been using over the last, like, I would say maybe 2 years is Black Opal. I love Black Opal. This is like everything. It's definitely meant for us black women, okay? The dark, the chocolate, the caramel, the bright lights, whatever you want to call yourself, light skin, brown skin, dark skin, they pretty much got every shade for you, sis. So I use Black Opal. The colors I'm using today will be Nutmeg, Mocha, Suede Mocha, and then Rich Caramel. So what I do is I start with Nutmeg, and I apply that all over my face. And it just comes in these like nice convenient like tubes, I would say, whatever you call them. Sticks, I mean. I call them tubes, I meant sticks. Alright, so I'm going to apply that all over my face. Okay. Ain't no art to this, you know, just put it everywhere. Get my twist out the way. So I take that brush and I literally just blend it all together. Blend it all in my face. And go underneath my eyes. And I used to do shapes. Like sometimes I would do like triangles, like upside down triangles. But then I just stopped doing it. There was no big reason why. I think I just feel like it blends better when I don't make an actual like line, you know. I'm not like so I just make sure I go underneath my eyes a little bit underneath the nose, and then a little bit on the chin, and then just a little bit on the forehead. My forehead's already big enough, okay? Don't need to cause too much attention to that ting, okay? But you gotta embrace what you have, okay? All right. And then sometimes I do my nose, but lately I haven't been feeling it, so I'm not gonna do it today. Suede Mocha, and apply it to my cheekbones. Just a little bit. I'm gonna go up a little bit. If you guys can see that, but I started from the cheekbone, went up a little bit, and I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side. Cheekbone up a little bit. Then I'm gonna go to the outside of my forehead. Ooh, having twists. It's a struggle. Keep them off. Keep the makeup off them. And then I'm gonna go underneath my chin a little bit. Okay. Carry that out just a smidget. And then I'm gonna do it a little bit on the side of where I applied that lighter color in the middle underneath my nose. And yeah. And sometimes, like I said, if I do my nose, then I would go right on both sides of my nose with Mocha. But today I'm not gonna do that. Okay. All right. So now I'm gonna take my wedge, and first things first is do the lighter color, and then I'll do the darker color with my wedge. Okay, so I'm gonna go in, light taps. Okay, no need to like really like blend it in per se, but just tap. Light taps with that wedge. And do the same thing to the other side. Okay. Middle. Get that chin, and then the forehead. Literally light taps. Tap, 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 tap. So now I'm gonna go in with another wedge that I use for my darker shade, and I'm gonna do the cheekbones, just everywhere where I get the darker shade. Literally light taps. And again, sometimes I don't use my wedge. Sometimes I use a brush, but today I'm using my wedge. Ew. Do the same to the other side. Ew. Okay. Underneath. And underneath there too. So now I'm gonna go in and go back with that wedge that I used for the lighter color, and I'm just gonna go over the light spots just to make sure it's blended as well as possible. Okay, that looks good. Now I'm going to go to the top of my head, grab that other wedge with the darker color, and make sure I blend the rest of the top out. Yes, big foreheads matter. Bring that in just to help the The big old forehead. Help me, please. Help me, please. Okay. Alright. Other side. Trying to snatch up this face. Snatch up the forehead. Snatch it up. As much as possible. Okay. So as you can see, I tried to blend it as well as possible. You don't want to look like, oh, that's exactly where you put the light. That's exactly where you put the shade. You want it to blend together, sis. Sisters and brothers out there who do makeup, you want it to blend. The keyword of the day is blended, child. If you learn nothing from my page, you learn to blend. Okay, blend. Okay, alright. I'm looking like golden. I love it. I'm here for this look. And then sometimes, if I have a little leftover darker shade mocha, I take it to my nose. Just so I can snatch up this nose a little bit. Well, this is an optional step. But I'm feeling like doing this today. Okay. Let's set up. Okay. Okay, so now that we have applied our foundation and concealer, what we're going to do now is we're going to set it with some powder. So first things first, I'm going to be using Buttercup. Been using it for a long time now. So we're going to use Buttercup powder, and I'll show you what I'm doing. Just dabbed a little bit on top of the powder. You don't need a lot. A little goes a long way. And I'm just going to take it and put it right underneath. Okay. Let that literally set under there. And I'm going to go as close as possible to my nose. So I'm going to let that set. Do the same thing to the other side. And powder is major key, you guys. Like, some women, like when I see you guys out and like you're sweating, you can tell who used powder and who didn't. Because the queens who use powder, their makeup is still there. But the queens who didn't use powder, their makeup is melting onto their shirt. So using setting powder is so major key, especially right now we're in summertime and it's real hot. I mean, it's hot. It's hotter than Satan's toenails, okay? Satan's toenails. Is that hot out here in these streets. So please set it, ladies and gentlemen. What I do is I take my mascara brush and I apply it to my my eyebrows. I know it sounds crazy. You guys, I don't know why I do this. I just think they make them look extra fleeky. So, once again, an optional step. I'm literally doing really light strokes, and I want to be careful, especially when I get to the end of my eyebrow, because I don't want to leave a big old like blob of a mascara. But this really defines the hairs in my eyebrow. It makes them look even more real, and they're just filled in a little bit, but I like to make the hairs pop. Ooh, like, to me, I don't know, it just makes it look extra fleeky. So this side I already did, and then this side I'm gonna do next. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my flat brush and I'm gonna wipe away any of the excess powder. Let's wipe it away. Okay. Wipe. And I know we be looking like we're drug addicts, like we use cocaine or something when we put on this powder, but it works. So if you're not looking like a crack addict, or a cocaine addict when you're doing your makeup, you're not doing it right. Okay. So now that we've wiped that all away, now I'm going to go and take my angled brush, fluffy angled brush, and apply my darker shade of powder. And this one is from the CoverGirl Queen collection. So it's CoverGirl Queen collection, and I use this, it's like a bronzer, and yeah, I use it to bronze. So all the darker areas on my face, I just apply this all over it. Okay, so I usually start with my cheekbones. Okay. And that's looking pretty good. Yes. Hold up. Sorry, there was a harsh line on my face that I was not digging. Okay. Do the same thing to the other side. Go all the way up to the forehead, wiping it back and forth. And then now I'm gonna go in to my nose and make that line. Just a small, like, not a harsh line, but I am trying to snatch up this nose. Okay? So what I'm going to use today is NYX in the color Desert Rose, and it's super cute. I love this color. So it's by NYX, NYX. And I'm going to take my little smaller angled brush and use it to apply my blush. So I tap 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 a little bit, because a little bit of this goes a long way. You don't need much. This is probably going to last me a very long time. So I'm just going to smile a little bit, put my cheek up, okay, and I'm just going to dab like a little tiny circle, because again, a little bit of this goes a long way. You're not trying to look like a Barbie doll, like, And if you ever apply too much, you can always go back in and use that brush you use for your bronzer and just go over where you don't want the blush showing. And then no matter how lightly I apply this, it always still is a little bit too harsh for me. So I typically always go back in with my angled brush that I use for my bronzer, and I apply that over the blush a little bit, so you kind of like blend it out and not make it look so fake big baby Barbie doll. Okay, so that looks a lot more natural than this side. Okay, so I'm gonna do the same thing to this side. Blush effect going, but just not too harsh, you know? You don't want something too harsh. You don't want to look like that. So this is actually a bronzer, and it's a baked bronzer, and it's called Ginger Snap. So I'm gonna show you guys that. There we go, it focused. This color is everything. It's my favorite. I had to buy a new one because the two that I had were like on their last little stretch. Okay, I was using those to the last little dot that was left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my highlighter brush, and this is a smaller one. I like using this one. I also have the fan flat one, but this one is a lot better because you can be precise with this brush. So I'm taking a lot of that, putting it on my brush, and then now what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray the Dewy Finish setting spray all over my face, but especially on my cheeks, and you'll see why. I'm going to take that brush, and I'm going to go right on the top of my cheek and apply it back and forth. You see that highlighter? Ooh. And I like to apply this while the setting spray is still wet on my face. It makes the highlight pop even more. Okay? So if you did not know this trick, now you do, from Shontia Love. Yes. Ooh. Come on, highlight, get into it. Ooh. Mm-hmm. You guys see it? Yes, highlight. Okay. So I put a little bit right on top of my nose, like right there, and then I go to like the middle and apply a little bit of highlighter in the middle. And then typically I put a little bit above my lip and just a little bit on my chin. Like, I like to glow, you know? So, once again, you don't have to do everything that I do. I'm just showing you what I typically do. You know, it's up to you. You watch this video and then you apply and use whatever method that you want to use. I will not get butthurt if you guys are like, oh, I'm not going to do that, sis. That's too much. Okay, that's up to you. Your opinion, your body, your makeup. Do you, boo. I'm just trying to show you how I do me. Okay? Alright. So now that I am glowing, honey, yes! Can we get into it? I'm excited. Yes, honey. Looking like a meal, not a snack, a meal. Okay. So now that I got my lipstick, this is also from MakeupShalya Colourpop's collection. It's Come On Sis. Okay, so I'm going to take this color and apply it all over my lip. And it's like a pinkish color. It's cute. I also love this lipstick. I've been wearing it lately too since I bought it. And it even lasted in my car. Like, it's been super hot this summer. And it didn't melt in my car, so it's hella hot proof, okay? Hella hot proof. If y'all wondering. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. If you loved it and you want to see more just like it, please subscribe below and click that bell so you can get notified when I post any new videos. I appreciate all the love and support. You guys have a blessed day. Positive vibes only, because life is too short for anything less. Love y'all. Bye. Mwah.